We about to go check out my man, You Never Know. Go see what his basement is dealing with. 1.
One, two. There is a part 2. Check it. It's a proud fact that I drown raps with a believable skill. Make emotions around last pace, regional will. Writing is a soundtrack, a brutal seasonal chill. I'm measuring your casket, I'm settling for classics. Ninja Sport is a verbal intercourse track, so I'm tempting to stab it. It's fantastic. The opener is more doper than your household medicine cabinets. Within the shadows all Groundhog Day, I hear a spare man's voice prevail. They claim to be a double XL. Themselves are smaller than a chairman's choice. Scientists had in my eye.
What's good?
What's good, man?
Ain't much good, man.
Alright.
You know me.
You know Dominic, right?
What's good? Where my shirt at, man?
Oh, alright, it's downstairs.
And EQ's got to hand him his too. Peace, what's good, Tiz?
Dominic, cut.
Alright.
I'll be back, y'all.
Alright. So You'll Never Know.
Yes.
What's
sir.
that? Where'd that come from?
You'll Never Know is just an MC. Shout out to my man Mischief from California. He actually gave me the name. At the time, I went by Verb. And I was just constantly battling. And back in when I was going to Silver Valley High School. And one summer, I was chilling. This dude named Mischief, he was like huge. He put me down with like foreign exchange, Tiny Morgan. He was like really in the underground, you know what I mean? So one day we was just talking. He knew I rhymed. He was like, "Yo, you should change your name to You Never Know." And I was like, "What? That's corny. That's what? You never know." Like at the time, I was like 18, 19. Yeah, I was like 18 at the time. And once he broke it down to me, he sat down. He was like, "Yo, spell it like this: UllNevaNo. Make it one word." And I was like, "That's kind of fresh, man. That's kind of dope." And then he told me the reason behind it. And I was like, "Yo, what's the science behind it?" He was like, "Man, everybody has names. Like everybody has a name, but you know the name, you know, symbolizes of who you are as an artist. You know what I mean?" But he was like, "Yo, you can kind of, it's like a mind thing to the listener, so they can choose whoever they think you know you are. You know what I'm saying?" So, and it's crazy. Every time I get asked a name, like from promoters to people that find out that I rhyme, and they ask me, in my head I'm like, "Here it comes, yo, here it comes." And they're like, "Yo, like, what's your name?" And I try to say it like seriously, like to the point where is like they're believing that it's my name. Yeah, they respond like, "Oh, okay, that's his name." But I'm like, "Yo, you'll never know. What is your name?" I'm like, "I just told you." And then after that, it's just giggles. It's just laugh. Like, "Oh wow, you got me." You know?
So where you originally from?
I was born in Baltimore, Maryland.
Okay.
But my family, my father was in the Army, the military. So
Travel a lot.
yeah, so I actually, when I was born, I went straight to Fort Riley, Kansas. And then after Kansas, my 9th grade year, I moved to Southern California.
SoCal.
Best move ever. Best thing that happened to me, man.
What brings you back here?
Man, at the time I was living in California, I was living in, a lot of people get it twisted that Southern California is just this big, glamorous place, Hollywood. There's a lot more to that. LA, there's a lot more to it. My father was in the military. He was on a National Training Center called NTC in the high desert. It's the hottest place on Earth. Like, it's like near Death Valley. So I was there, and the nearest town was like 45 minutes away. The nearest town was 45 minutes away. Like the military base was like in a hole, like in a big hole, like a national, like secretive Area 51 type, yeah.
Okay.
So, you know, to get to the nearest town, you had to drive 45 you know, close to an hour. If you want to get to LA, it's like 2 hours, you know. So I moved back here because, you know, I wanted to get closer to NY, and then I felt like it was more convenient as far as just like musically, because just getting out the traveling, it was just hurting me, man. Like it really was. And the buzz, it was on a military base, so a lot of people wasn't really rhyming and doing it like that, you know. So I just tried to move out here in the chorus school, you know what I'm saying, and I just wanted to try my chances out here. And since I've been out here, I can't complain, man. I think it was the dopest. I mean, I miss Cali. I miss it. You know, we're there. I miss it, you know what I mean? But I feel as though if I could start all over again, I wouldn't change. Like,
was it always solo? Were you ever part of a crew or a group?
Yes. Yeah. It's always been solo. I recently, when I moved to Baltimore, I linked up with a producer named Knowledge, the guy Knowledge, and I met him at a thrift store, digging for records. And I knew that he was like just into hip hop. I'm like, yo, he came up to him, yo, you make beats. This is like my first week in Baltimore. Like, you make beats? Yeah, I make beats. He didn't take me serious. I'm like, yo, you make beats? He played me something. Actually, you called, and his ringtone was The World.
To the light.
Wow, that's
You
I didn't know that.
You called, and the ringtone was The World.
That's the one that we did.
Yeah, it's right. You sound everything like. But and I was like, when it came on, I was like, what's that? He was like, oh, it's a beat. He was nonchalant. Yeah, it's a beat I made. I'm like, what? I said, who has that? He's like, oh, he mentioned you. I was just like, I need that. You know what I mean? So after that, we built it, and I went over to his spot, and he was playing beats, and I was just going in. I was just rhyming. He was like, yo, we got to do a project together. And he really wasn't, because I guess the people that he used to work with in the past was kind of like not had that work ethic as that drive like me, you know. So we just decided
some dudes that was trying to rap.
Yeah. So when we had the concept and all that, and after that we did White Eagles MC Plus P. That was the first project that I dropped since I've been here. That was the first project, and it was a grimy project. The mix down wasn't all that, but it was a dope project, man. Like,
You recorded out of his basement.
Yeah, we
right?
recorded in his basement, and we shot the blogs. Like blogs was writing about it, and every blog that wrote about it was like, "This is hip hop, but it's a little bit too raw." Like, because the mix down was so raw. But the way we mixed it, yo, we used this independent film called Pie.
I remember this joint, man.
Yeah, we used this film called Pie, and we intertwined the clips within the project, yo. And Why Equals MC Plus P, you know, just worked out perfectly. Then after that, after Why Equals MC Plus P, you featured us at the Season Mike. That's when everything took off, yo. They was like, yo, who's this dude named You'll Never Know?
X-ray vision to read between the lines. It has a superstition that we're Lord's feline. Operate on a patient's spine. Have lost lyrics that last a lifetime. Incisions to be sublime. I protest the freestyle. They all run lyrically. I'm bored with some. You couldn't rock.
Battling. You know I was gonna go there. You know what I mean? You'll never know can't get mentioned without mentioning
God.
battling, especially here in Baltimore.
Man. I'm through with battling. I don't battle anymore.
No more?
No more, man.
No more? Well, explain where it started, though.
Oh, man. I've always been a fan of battle. I'm 25. I've always been a fan of battling from, like, Blaze battles. That was, like, my first taste of it, like, the Blaze battles. When I seen Idea and Shells going at it, I was like, yo, what? So, I used to battle out of anger, man. Because I was tired of getting teased, man. Like, I used to battle out of anger. Like, and at the time, I wanted to be like, yo, if you're battling, I don't want you to rhyme anymore, man. Like, you claim you're nice, I don't want you to rhyme anymore, you know?
So, you was in grind time.
Right.
And you had 3 battles.
Yeah.
What were the 3 battles you had?
I had a tryout battle against Yellow Rat Bastard. That was in Brooklyn. And then I had a second battle was against Catastrophic. That was in Washington Square Park.
Catastrophic is trying to stay in the pocket. Whether it's acoustic or snare, you're a stupid square. I'm not gonna lose a battle to a dude that flosses his teeth with pubic hairs. You're Jacqueline, I'm Bob Backlund. Punchlines will have you start staggering. My short pattern is like darts daggering. You stab your heart and abdomen, and you a gay queer that had a pair of pink headphones way before Charles Hamilton.
Time.
Dope battle, slaughtered him. Then the Cobra Kai battle, choked in the second round. You can YouTube it's pretty gnarly, man.
Style, I'm wildin', thirsting, howling. Fuck.
Alright. Hey, yo.
Grind Time was a dope experience. It was real dope. But I don't know, man. The reason why I fell out of love with battling because the whole industry side of battling, I just got sick of it, man. Pumpkinhead, he was the one. He set up the battle, and after the Cobra Kai battle, he set me up with AKA. And like I wrote my verses. I called, and AKA gave me a call like a week prior to the battle. So who you battling? I'm like, yo, I'm battling you. He's like, no, you're not. Pumpkinhead just switched my opponent. Right. So I called Pumpkinhead up immediately. I'm like, yo, what's going on? Dude kept giving me the runaround, just not answering my calls. And this is the crazy part. This is the crazy part. I got Orange Moon over Brooklyn. Pumpkinhead's album he did with Marco Polo. Right. That's a dope album. After that ish went down, I'm not a Pumpkinhead fan anymore, man. Like I'm not. Cause it was bad for business, man. Like anybody that does something personally to me, I don't care if you're art, I don't care, man. Like I just shut you out. It was whack, man. Like that was whack. Because I've sometimes had that itch. If I was to ever get back into battling, Pumpkinhead. That's all I gotta say. I want to battle Pumpkinhead.
Damn, that's a bold statement.
I would want to battle Pumpkinhead. He's nice. He's dope. Yeah. He's very dope.
Yeah. I can be. I didn't see him mess up a few times in tag team battles too. So,
but if you know what I'm saying, if it was Pumpkinhead, I would like to just not that I don't even care if I got slaughtered or ripped by team. I don't care. Just to prove a point. Just to prove a point that look, I'm not like I don't care, man.
You got any mixtapes, albums? What's the lineup as far as like what product they can get from you?
I have 3 projects out right now. It's online. I have the Color Purple mixtape, which is me rhyming over nothing but evidence beats from Dollar P. Then I got the Color Brown over Kev Brown beats. Then I have the Color Brown Part 2, which I just released on New Year's Day. Over Apollo Brown beats. So that's real dope. Also have the Instant Messengers project with totally all produced by Logic Gonzalez, Fredericksburg, Virginia. He's a dope producer. I met him through Knowledge, so shout out to Knowledge for linking us. We was doing music for like a year, constantly doing music back and forth. And we finally just decided to do a project together. So this is just a freebie to our full-length release. We're trying to push it out, trying to shop at a label called Protocol. So we're trying to release that probably the fall of this year. So, okay. Yeah, man. And then Valentine's Day, I have an EP dropping called I'm Through With Love.
Yeah, I got my hard drive with me.
Yeah, in the lab recording end of this month. Yeah, it's gonna be sick. I got a couple of joints already ready for it, but yeah, it's gonna be dope, man. And it's not a prize. This project, I'm really excited about this project because it's themed. It's on Valentine's Day, and I always wanted to put something out on Valentine's Day. And a lot of people were like, "Are you angry?" I'm like, "Nah, it's not a hateful thing." The title's bold. I'm Through With Love. But basically, this project is it's about ordinary people that go through quote unquote love-ish.
Okay.
Whether it's like breaking up, whether it's chicks changing their Facebook status constantly. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it should be dope, man.
Okay. An album, like a UllNevaKnow full-length album. Are you waiting to get signed to do something like that? Have you wrote any songs geared just for an album that you just have not recorded or released?
This album title has been in mind for years. It's called Patience is a Virtue.
You heard it here first.
Patience is a virtue.
And see, that was the next question. Who would you like to work with?
As far as producer wise, or
Period.
you know, I'm not a real big fan of features. I'm not. I'd rather for the music to speak for itself, because I feel as though a lot of people, especially in the blog era, a lot of people is using features to try to get on. If producer wise, what I like to work with, Primo, Ninth Wonder, Exile, freaking who else? Amp from Jamla.
Well, what's next? What's the move? What's after you drop this and you got the Valentine's Day album coming? So the listening party though, that's coming up.
Friday,
Friday,
the 13th, man.
Yeah, we're gonna.
You know, Jason's gonna be there.
Okay.
You know, you know, Jason's gonna be there. He's gonna bring his victims with him.
We're gonna definitely want to see
Freddie's
him.
gonna be there.
Freddie gonna be there
yeah,
too.
He's gonna be there. You know.
Oh man, it's gonna be a regular killing party. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure it's gonna be a dope joint. It's gonna be at PetX.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Garth and just believing in me and always being supportive. Like,
Yo, I appreciate you taking the time out to let me vibe with you. You know, and get
it's no problem.
an idea what your basement is like. You know what I'm saying, as far as what you're doing with your career and your life, and
yeah, man.
and just try to get the word out there more about people who's doing dope music here in Baltimore.
I will actually also in March. You know, going to South by Southwest. You know, hopefully to perform, but just to network.
We're in the digital age, right?
You'll see.
It's all about connections. Know who you know.
You'll see. One day.
Check it out. Yo, population varies, passing a rarity by far. Changing things was actually all. Real population varies, passing a rarity by far. Changing things was actually.
That should be nice, man.
You went to the last one, right? Yeah. You was there.
Yep. I'll be at this one. Definitely gonna be at this one.
Yeah, man. Season the microphone. That was good times, yo.
Yeah, it was.
Good times, man.
We had some good times, man.